Okay, this is for my Sierra Foothill people around the Oakhurst community. I've already uploaded a video to my data tree consulting group, and if you would like to follow that channel, YouTube channel, and subscribe to it, you'll get better updates if you live around the Oakhurst area. So we have a wildfire, California, north of Fresno, north of Oakhurst, on the scenic highway to Yosemite National Park. I'm using the CalTopo app here, and currently I have it on all satellites, so you can see this different symbology for the heat signatures. The square blocky one would be your GOES detection, heat detection, which sometimes pop up before this modus virus, these little speckly points. You can measure this. It's approximately 3 miles wide. As you can see here, about 3 miles wide. Okay. These green stripy things that you're seeing is your wind pattern, and we have it set right now, our wind plot for now. You can project out 3 to 36 hours in advance. 36 hours from now, it looks like the winds subside a little bit and go in the other direction. 12 hours from now, other direction as well. And let's see, 6 hours from now, it's going to continue pushing it in the eastward direction away from Highway 41 or scenic bypass here. One thing I did want to show was the fire history for the area. So you can turn that on, and it's going to pull up your recent wildfire and prescribed burn footprints. And one of the issues I'm seeing with this and this particular fire called the Washburn is that it's in an area where we haven't had a recent burn. So you had the South Fork in 2017. You had the Railroad 2017. This seems to be fitting right in this pocket where we're going to have a lot of fuels on the ground. So that could definitely be an issue. This fire started yesterday, and we did hear some tankers flying overhead yesterday to help provide some suppression and support for this fire. But it's a pretty good size event. Let's go over to our NC Web, get some better information about it. So on our NC Web here, you can see if it's popping up with this little fire flame symbology, it is a wildfire versus this little diamond shape would be a prescribed burn. So let's go ahead and click on that, get some information. So this is a wildfire updated 2 minutes ago. It's about 166 acres. And if you scroll down, you can get an incident overview. The wildfire is still under investigation. So you have your lat and long coordinates here. They're letting you know that the fuels are mixed timber, so you have conifer and deciduous forest, a lot of fuels on the ground, and an outlook. Type 2 incident management team has been ordered and will be arriving today. A lot of suppression units showing up. CAL FIRE is on the scene, and they're going to work here. So if you are headed to the Yosemite area, you might want to change your plans. It appears like this fire is overtaking the Highway 41 area. Let's go back to our CalTopo. Turn off our fire history so we just see the active heat signature. So coming past Fish Camp, you're going to start getting into the more dangerous area. We have, if we zoom out a little bit, Bass Lake, just a little bit south of here in Oakhurst. Currently, I'm in Coarsegold, a little further down, and you can see the plume of smoke over the hill. All right. So let's go ahead and right click on this and get our GPS coordinate, and we'll jump into Google Earth. Provide some different perspective. So we'll right click and paste into the search bar. No, thank you, and let's go. All right, so there's Highway 41 weaving through the area, and you can see this is extremely close to the highway. I'm sorry, here's Highway 41 here. Zoomed out a little bit. But if we take our measurement, we know this fire is about 3 miles wide, and we can do our measurement on here as well. Let's go to miles, and yeah, starts close to here, and there's about the width of the fire right there. So in the area we have Mariposa Grove, Welcome Plaza, Goat Meadow Trailhead. Just past, you start getting into a little bit more of the Yosemite National Park. Zoom out a little bit here. So just past Oakhurst. All right, here's another view for you. Let's jump back onto, let's use our alert wildfire, and I already have it pulled up here. This is going to show you an updated photo about every 15 seconds. You can see the plumes rising up. This vantage point is from Deadwood Mountain. But if I close this out, you can see you can pick from any of these cameras. There's a different angle here, but there's a mountain a little bit in the way from this perspective. So this is our best view, kind of a bird's eye of what's going on here. So right down here, a little bit below my cursor would be Oakhurst. To the right, a few miles is Bass Lake. And back here behind these plumes of smoke, you're starting to get into big trees, redwoods, and Yosemite National Park. I did check the Google Maps to see if the road was closed. It didn't say that it was closed, but there was a giant red spot where it looked like traffic was getting hung up. They're probably rerouting traffic out of the area right now, I would imagine. So Yosemite Park from through Oakhurst might not be open right now. A lot of times they will provide better information on the NC web to give you some updated info on that. I don't see anything about that right now. 166 acres, got under investigation and no real update. You'd probably have to contact Yosemite National Park to figure out if you could get through. So here's a phone number, here's an email for the Park Service. And if you guys like these type of videos and you want to join my club, just go ahead and scan this and with your phone, scan this QR code and it'll take you to my Data Tree Club, where I provide a little bit of background about what I do and try to provide this service on my off time for the community. So today's an off day for me, and just helping out the community catch up and try to help build a partnership with the community on a greater wildfire defensible space and build our fire safety. It's getting into a dangerous time of year. So I hope this has helped you understand a little bit more about the recent wildfire that started yesterday, 7/7/2022 at about 2 p.m. And we are getting some good action from suppression units, CAL FIRE, etc. Let me show you one other vantage point. Let's close this one out, and we will go to Miami Peak. So there's camera 1 and camera 2 here. Looks like Miami Peak 1 is going to be the one we want. These cameras they have some type of heat sensing technology, and they will lock onto these wildfires when they start. So thanks PG&E for the courtesy camera. As I said, the mountain range is a little bit in the way here. You don't get as good of a view. And jump back into our CalTOPO one more time, give you a good idea of which way these winds are coming. Not too strong, so they're not pushing the fire around that much. But I did see a pretty good jump in this fire today. When I first checked it this morning, it was close to 60 acres, and now it's pushing 160. So there is a little bit of a time lapse on these updates, but you can see it's getting extremely close to Highway 41. All right, if anything significant pops up, I'll provide another update.